As the old saying goes, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Surely can apply here. We have a gentleman in Pennsylvania who was drunk, out of his fucking mind, decided he'd go and take a trip on over to Target, urine-soaked clothes and all, waltzes his fancy ass right the fuck in there, and he hops onto one of the little hover rides. Traditionally, that's utilized by the people at Walmart because they're too fucking fat and lazy to be bothered with walking, but it's supposed to be for the handicapped, the disabled, the elderly, but he decided he'd go for a joyride around Target, going through all the department stores, smelling fresh as rain, and he makes his way, ultimately, to the electronics department, right on over to the video game section, and he decides what better place to whip out my member than right here and begin showering the games with plenty of golden love. So while he's pissing on those games, I like to think to myself that he may have thought to himself, you know, this pre-patch first release Ubisoft game surely is a urinal cake, so I'm going to piss all over it. Or he saw the Konami title and he was just seeing red and then was seeing yellow and then was just fucking blitzkrieging fucking pee all over it. So that might have possibly have happened. I want to say that that is a remote possibility. Maybe the Activision logos and Electronics Art logos, maybe those were triggering somehow and his bladder just couldn't take anymore and he had to go and expel it somewhere. So in their general direction. Though they didn't say that there was any damaged goods within these stores, so I'm assuming that they had some kind of piss deflectors on them. You know how they got those little plastic cases on them that's meant to keep away anybody who's going to try to go and steal them or some shit? Well, they came in handy this time because they're protected from a bunch of pee. I wonder if they'll make their way into the clearance section. I'm like, well, these aren't pre-owned, but they're not exactly in what you would call new condition. So This all happened. This was a thing. Why this gonna be an episode of Cops is beyond me. That actually saddens me to so many different levels, because I just got done watching Cops. The idea that this could be happening, and they're just like, freeze, 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 and they're chasing this dude while he's got dick in hand, pissing all over some fucking games. I mean, I'd want him to go and start freaking out, like his mind is an absolute fucking train wreck of thoughts, and he's just like, this is a Minutemen quest! They said there was ghouls around here, and I'm just trying to take them out! He's always asking me to get rid of the fucking ghouls! And just going fucking shit crazy. But, you know, that unfortunately didn't happen. We didn't have an episode of Cops, so that saddens me. But these are those stories. This is the kind of shit that you read in the local newspaper, you just fucking facepalm thinking about it. But it makes you wonder. I know that people get blackout fucking drunk and stupid and do all sorts of random ass crap. They'll go and piss in places that make no sense out in public. You have no idea how many times I've seen people drunk as fuck, doing shit out in public, especially in the South Side. By the fucking gods. I've definitely seen people fucking in public, and then people pissing in public, and then just walking around with their fucking noodles, up and down the street, just pissing everywhere that they can go. No fucks given. It's kind of like a toddler, like, mentality. You know, they don't got the diaper, they're just like, yeah, fuck it, this is really good. But this, you know, I thought about this and was just like, I should talk about it. I have to go and crack jokes about this because, I mean, come on, there's gotta be some kind of a reference I can make to Super Mario Sunshine with Flood. Maybe he was thinking that he was going back in that game. It was a re-release in HD, look at me, I'm Flood, this is so fucking great! Oh, I'm Delfino, I'm saving you, right? I am. Meanwhile, the actual employees at Target are just like looking off in a fucking stupor and horrified, just like, why is this? I don't get paid enough. I do not get paid enough to deal with this fucking nonsense. He needs to put his fucking goddamn shit away. And it turns out that he ended up turning himself in. So I'm assuming that somebody had seen him, or there was an ultimatum that he was given that you can turn yourself in or some crap. But he had to go and turn himself in. He got indecent exposure and shit and some other things that were charged to him. But the idea of having to go and roll into a police station, like, alright, so what'd you do? I'm like, well, I pissed all over some video games, went right over to PS4 section, was like, they got no games! They got no games, and started pissing on it. Went over to the Wii U section, I was like, they got no third party! They also don't got no games. They sell for shit. I just started pissing on Nintendo fanboys were mad. Went over to the Xbox section. You know what I did? I pissed on that too. because fuck Microsoft and just went everywhere. Yeah, it was good. And then I saw an Ouya on clearance. I got pissed on that. It's been pissed on by several people. It was good stuff though. It was really good. And I saw a Steam box. Again, same rule applies for Ouya. Kinda just been pissed on enough. I don't need to do that. Just build a fucking gaming PC. You know what I'm saying? And then they decide that they're just going to throw him into the fucking slammer and let him go and cool his shit. So, a dude goes and pisses in a fucking store. Is this worth making a video on? Maybe not, but it's fucking funny and worth talking about. And I would rather hear about a story like this than some genuinely heartbreaking, anger-inducing, entirely industry collapsing news. This I can deal with. A fucking dude that can't hold his fucking booze getting stupid? Yeah, it's all bad. I mean, it could be worse. He could be a violent drunk rather than just, I need to go in and expel my bladder. All this fucking golden goodness has got to go somewhere, and that bathroom's way over there, and I can't drive there now. No, I'd rather than him, like, go to the video game section, and he's, like, just beating the shit out of everything, thinking he's like Little Mac or some shit. He's just like, he's like, I'm getting prepared for Street Fighter 5. It's gonna be fucking amazing. And naturally, when you're drunk, you have to talk like that. Spit flying out of your fucking mouth. Most vowels and syllables are not coming out, and it just becomes one big what the fuck mess. It just and hold up. And real quick, for the record, I'm gonna go and try to pronounce this dude's name because I had seen it, and his picture is fucking amazing. His hair is like up and to the side. Shit's big as fuck. But it said his name was, oh man, I can't wait. There's gonna be so many people like, was that really your honest to goodness pronunciation of it? Anel Mujkanovic? Am I getting that right? Or here, Anel Mujkanovic. Ah, yes, we can do that. I have no fucking clue. But dude, seeing him in his little tracksuit here, just doing this shit, in his tracksuit, and I'm just gonna go right here, it's cool. I'm like, dude, at least go off to the food aisle or something, or go off and get like one of those sports drink cups and just fucking whiz in that. Be discreet about it. No, he was just like, no fucks given at all. Tracksuit wearing ass motherfucker was like, this is a side quest I've gotta complete. And it's just like, dude, you're not getting any experience points out of that except for a horrifying story. And I mean, in decent exposure, that can follow you, man. Like that shit could be like a serious charge that could haunt the living shit out of him for years and years of his life. And that's pretty fucking terrible to think that could happen because he was so fucking stupidly drunk. So I don't think that he was necessarily an evil, bad person. Just fucking dumb as shit. When he got like one of those cheap plastic bottles of vodka, I was just putting that shit away. The ones that taste like shit, get some cherry wave and some blue wave. Oh god, that stuff is so fucking bad. Avoid it at all costs. Get the Crystal Skull vodka stuff. Dan Aykroyd makes it. That shit's good. But anyway, so that was it. Just dude pees on some fucking video games in a Target out in public. Horrifies just about everybody who works there. Covered in fucking piss from head to toe because he apparently pissed himself. So it's just, America, this is why you're one of the greatest countries. This is AlphaOmegaSin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on.